EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for May 18th, 2021. Today's video forecast is sponsored by the Reading Fightin' Phils. They are still off this week. Actually, not off, but they are on the road. We will be back home again a week from today when we take on the Richmond Flying Squirrels, and that will be starting Tuesday of next week, and that is a 6-game homestand. Again, minor leagues are doing a little bit different this year. Typically, series are 3 or maybe 4 games. We're doing 6 games at a time here to limit the amount of travel with some, I don't want to say COVID restrictions, but that's kind of how they decided to do it. Just have less travel, and then you just have one team playing another for 6 straight games, either home or on the road from week to week, and that week they will be playing between the 25th and 30th. We'll be playing the Richmond Flying Squirrels. So get your tickets at rphils.com for ticket information and pricing. All right, so we have a warm week ahead here. High pressure is going to move in today. We're going to be mostly sunny today, and mostly sunny is going to be the theme probably for the rest of the work week here, okay? Going forward, we have high pressure that's going to be sitting right over top of the region today, sitting right here. And as we go throughout the week, that high is not going to move even until we get to about Friday. So Wednesday, this look at Wednesday, we have high pressure still over the region here again. Thursday, same thing. Okay, so we haven't really moved. There's a very big, broad high here. By the time we get to Friday, that high is still over the region. All right, so we still have that there. Now, this is, I had an email from somebody asking me about this type of pattern, because I did allude if you watched the video on Monday, I talked about this pattern being, if this was in July, this would be a not necessarily humid pattern, but it would be very hot. We have high temperatures that would be easily in the mid-90s, but it is still not summer yet. We can get quite warm. We hit 90 in May. We've done it before. We're going to do it again. But we're going to limit the upside potential of this heat coming in because of the fact that time of year. Okay, we're not quite there yet. If it was mid-July, it's a lot easier to get mid-90s or better, especially in the urban corridor along I-95. Now, somebody emailed me about this pattern and asked me if this is a ring of fire pattern. Yes, it absolutely is. What a ring of fire is, and I'm going to stop the video here just so I'm going to show you. So I'm going to keep talking here. You're just not going to see me move my mouth here. But there's a big high centered here. And imagine like a big ring here. See where all the precipitation is around this? It's a big ring. Here's the big high. Around the outer periphery of this is where all your precipitation goes, and it keeps on going, like this, okay? So that is a ring of fire pattern, a classic ring of fire pattern, in fact, and the fire meaning the heat that we're going to be experiencing next week, over the rest of this week, from midweek all the way through the weekend. So this is look at Friday, and you can see where on the outer periphery, that is where all the precipitation is. So that's why you're not getting any precipitation this week. It's going to be mostly sunny. You get dry air, sinking air, subsidence underneath that high. Okay, and that's why we're not going to get any rain. I know we need the rain. I keep getting emails about that, comments about that. I understand that. I actually made that part of my long-range outlook, a focal point of my long-range outlook that I did this past Friday. And I just mentioned this entire week is going to be definitely below average precipitation, if not any at all. And that's not helping with the drought conditions that are not here yet, but they're abnormally dry over east central Pennsylvania, northwest New Jersey, and that's continuing to build. This is only going to get worse. If it gets hot, that's easier for the soil to dry out. The hotter it gets, and we're already abnormally dry to begin with. So this is only going to get worse this week, as it's not helping. Okay, once we get to the weekend, this high is going to start shifting off to the southwest. And that's a retrograding high. It's going to move over to the Mississippi Valley eventually. By the time we get to Sunday, it will be sitting over the Mississippi Valley and weakening slightly. So by changing that position of that high, and you can see that here on the upper level chart here. I'm just going to show you. Watch this build in right there. You can see where it is, right? Then you get to the weekend, and look what it does. Moves off to the southwest. It's down here over the Mississippi Valley instead. So what that does, again, I'm going to stop the video. You have this outer ring of precipitation is now coming in over our area. So you get a northwesterly flow. And it's really going to build in by Monday. As I move this ahead to the next day, here's Monday. And look what we have, a northwesterly flow aloft. So that's going to change things. Your ridge is now squashed and down here in the Mississippi Valley. We're still warm. Don't get the wrong idea. We're still going to be at least slightly above average, if not above, okay, during this time frame. But you're going to invite that, since that the trajectory is going to change here for that ring of fire. Okay, so it's going to be more of a northwesterly flow aloft, and we finally have some precipitation chances coming into the picture. Not on Saturday, I don't think. Saturday we had an isolated chance in the forecast yesterday that I talked about. That's starting to dwindle a little bit. We'll keep an eye on it. Maybe something stray across northern areas, but I really don't expect too much here on Saturday. Sunday's dry, and then when we get to Monday, we have this wave that could be moving through. Again, this is one of those short waves that move around the outer periphery of that ridge, which is now down here, and you can get into some showers, maybe some thunderstorms. We have to watch this actually for Monday, potential for severe weather. I know we haven't had much severe weather this entire spring. There's some potential with this. I mean, it's a little far away here. This is the end of our forecast period. If this were to hold, there would certainly be, with a northwesterly flow aloft, there could be some severe weather involved with this, especially with the temperatures, dew points that you'll have at that time. Some EML involved. I'm not going to get into all the explanation of that, but there's some things that are certainly pointing in the direction that there could be some severe weather if this worked out correctly. So we'll see. But around the outer periphery of this ridge here will be that precipitation coming back into play here on Monday, and that's why we have some showers introduced in the forecast. It might be turning into thunderstorms, maybe even strong storms on Monday. That's possible too. We'll continue to follow that throughout the week. A little bit too far away to do anything more than speculate at this point. But we definitely have a very hot pattern here and a ring of fire pattern setting over the region for the entire region through at least Friday. After that point, the ridge starts to shift to the southwest over the weekend. We remain hot over this weekend, too. And when I say hot, 85 to 90 is probably a good range from north to south that we'll be in not only Friday, but Saturday and Sunday as well. I'm EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for May 18th, 2021. Have a great Tuesday.